Hey guys, welcome to Unbiased Rugby. So we've got South Africa playing Japan tomorrow. I'm mainly going to talk about the South African side because I don't really know the Japanese side that very well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link down to the Imbiber. It's a really great New Zealand guy who lives in Japan. He understands the Japanese rugby really well. So I'll put down a link in the comments down below. If I can figure it out, I'll try to put a link up at the top here in the thing. But don't hold your breath. Rather look in the comments and you go through to his channel and you'll be able to see the preview of the Japanese side for this test. So I'm just going to go through the team as Rusty has selected them. I think it's probably one of our strongest teams that we could select. A few changes that I would do, but I'm not the South African coach. So we've got Steven Kitsoff playing loose head prop. Malcolm Marx playing number 2. Frans Malherbe is tight head. Eben Etzebeth 4. Franco Mostert is 5. Siya Kolisi 6. 7 is Pieter Steph du Toit, and 8 Dwayne Vermeulen. It's a seriously rock solid pack. I think Steven Kitsoff and Frans Malherbe under a little bit of pressure from, and even Malcolm Marx under quite a lot of pressure from Bongi and Benambi, the Beast, Matairira, and Trevor Nyankani. I still think Trevor Nyankani is probably our in-form prop, and for me, he should start before Frans Malherbe. But yeah, I think it's Frans Malherbe's last opportunity to try and make the starting 23 or the starting 15, because failing that, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Eben Etzebeth, pretty good enforcer. Franco Mostert is a huge, big engine. So glad to have Siya Kolisi back as captain. I think it's going to be really good to have him back on the field. Pieter Steph du Toit, another player with a really, really big engine. And then Dwayne Vermeulen is Dwayne Vermeulen, probably one of my favourite forwards currently playing. The average of 43 caps for the starting 15, that's really good. 43 it's pretty good, yeah. 344 starting caps on the forwards. But yeah, I'm expecting South Africa to be very, very physical, intense at the breakdown, really good at counter-rucking. I've got a feeling that the scrumming is going to be really good. That tight five that South Africa have there are probably one of the best tight fives currently playing. Big, strong, maybe not as mobile as some of the front rows. I know Steven Kitsoff can be quite mobile. Frans Malherbe is not known for his mobility. Malcolm Marx is always that's Malcolm Marx. But yeah, I'm expecting really good things from this forward pack. But yeah, I think Frans Malherbe is under a lot of pressure, and if he doesn't sort himself out, he's really going to be put on the bench. I'm going to go through to the backs now. Backs, we've got Faf de Klerk playing 9, Andre Pollard 10, Makazole and Pimpi on left wing, Damon Delende at 12 or second. Second 5 or whatever it is. Lukhanyo at 13, Cheslin Colby at the right wing, and then Willie Leroux playing fullback. I think that looking at that, I've got a feeling that's probably going to be our starting backline against New Zealand. Depending on how they play, maybe Sabun Corsi may feature somewhere in this game or in the New Zealand game, but I think this is probably the strongest backline that we can probably put together. Yeah, barring anything, I think this is my only concern is that we put Andre Pollard on now. From Andre Pollard to Elton Yankees is quite a big drop off, and I really would hate to lose Andre Pollard the game before the World Cup to an injury. So yeah, I'm really hoping there's no injuries tomorrow and that we can have a good physical game, but all the players are fit for the World Cup. Go through to our bench. Bongi and Benambi as number 2, Tenda Matairira as our loose head, Trevor Nyankani as our tight head, Oche Snyman as our lock replacement, Frans Malherbe as our back row replacement, Hershey Yanke is our replacement for 9, Frans Steyn and Jesse Kriel. I've always thought Frans Steyn and Jesse Kriel will probably be our bench players because Jesse Kriel can play wing, Frans Steyn can play 10, 15, and any of the centre positions. So I think that's probably really close to our starting finishers. But maybe with Trevor Nyankani and Tenda actually starting with Frans Malherbe and Stephen Kitshoff coming off the bench. Looking at the full squad, so we've got a proper spine: Malcolm Marx, Dwayne Vermeulen, Faf, Andre, and Willie Leroux. So our spine is seriously is a first string spine. Sorry, I'm quite thirsty, so I think I'm stuttering a little bit. But yeah, I'm expecting a high scoring game. I think South Africa. I think Japan might be in the game for the first half. I have a feeling that South Africa is going to pull away in the second half. I hear that it's a really hot stadium. It's a hot part of the country. We're playing some really big forwards. I think the guys may get quite tired quite fast, but maybe this is a real trial by fire. It's quite an interesting stat that Japan have a 100% win record against South Africa. So probably one of the only countries in the world that has a 100% win record against South Africa. So yeah, here's hoping that they only have a 50% win record tomorrow. And I'm expecting the Japanese to be really up for the game. Like I said, I don't know the Japanese side. It'd be nice when I see them playing that I can actually gauge how well they are and how good they're doing. But please go check the Imbiber's website out, go check his thing, and then go see the Japanese players and maybe get a fresh perspective on Japan and maybe some second-tier rugby. It does bring up the fact that, we are quite spoilt in tier 1 nations. We tend to play each other quite a lot, but we don't tend to play tier 2 nations quite often, and they don't get to play each other very often, and we don't actually get TV coverage of it. So yeah, it's only ready for the big games. And it was also, somebody was mentioning that there's even like Scotland haven't played New Zealand for at least 10 years, but France have been there 3 years. So even in the tier 1 nations, there's teams that are selected more, and I think that 2 Cents Rugby brought that up. But yeah, I'm expecting a cracker game tomorrow. I'm sure the Springboks will win by at least two converted tries. I think they need to be able to take the kind of momentum to go into New Zealand. But yeah, I'm expecting a real great showing tomorrow. My player to watch for tomorrow, look on your arm, my absolute favourite 13 currently playing. I think he's going to be the player to watch. He's the key to our defensive structure for the Springboks. And just watch him play. I hope he doesn't get injured. But yeah, he's going to be my standout player for tomorrow, and he's probably going to put Makazole and Pepe Enches and Colby into space to score tries. Listen, guys, please put your comments down below of what you thought, what do you think the game's going to be, how you think the score's going to be, how you think Japan's going to come out firing. Do you think this is probably the strongest Springbok side that we could probably put together? I think it is. But yeah, I'm willing to hear comments from anyone, and we can have a nice discussion about it, of who you think should be in the team. But listen, guys, I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful day. Chat soon. Cheers. Bye.